Okay folks, here we are, phase one. This is the first year I've just brought in wood chips like crazy. It's probably everything you see is like 4 inches thick with wood chips. And before I started with the wood chips, everything looked like this dirt right here. Not that bad, not that great, just a bunch of weeds. And what I'm doing is I'm just spading it up, flipping it over, and then dumping in these wood chips by hand out of the truck. I just truckload after truckload, but we get them for free. Putting them, as you can see, it's pretty thick there. I mean, it's way thick. I stick my hand in there and it's warm. It's really good. It's been composting stuff, getting it for free. So there's the chickens. So this is what we're going for. And then in the past, I'm using some of these fresher wood chips. None of this stuff has been planted. This year we're going with the irrigated system like this. So it will save water. You can see it's getting water right where we want it. That way we don't have to worry about weeds. But the wood chips suffocate out weeds, I guess, too. So all this stuff's been planted. Those are the onions over there. You can kind of see them. This is our irrigation. These are some potatoes coming up over here. And a couple of grapevines there. And so yeah, we're excited. And as you can see, this stuff looks really rich. So pretty geeked up about it. So see you next time. Show you some progress.
Go.
Welcome back to the garden, everybody. This is phase two of the adventure here. I showed you the first round. Right now I'm standing under the grapevines, which are yet to produce a grape, but someday hopefully we'll see. Now come on over. All right here we already harvested some potatoes. This is the potato patch. They're not doing that great this year, but we are getting potatoes. And then over here we've got a bunch. This is the herb section. I think this is like a mint chocolate herb. You can just pluck them. They're really flavorful. Some of them it's like a piece of gum. Like when you have tastes like a powerful piece of gum. Like you wintergreen and stuff, you know where it comes from. Over here we've got cilantro, something else like cilantro, I'm not sure. Basil, some other herb. My mom likes the herbs a lot. What sort is this over here, Mom?
That is oregano.
Oregano over here. Sage, a little bit of dill. Over here mixed in with the potato
Tarragon.
patch. Tarragon.
Parsley.
This is where we already harvested the onions. Maybe I'll show you a picture of the onions that we harvested. These ones, we just let a couple go to seed. Maybe we'll collect the seed. And you can see this. I just kind of threw these here. This is what the onions look like. So we already harvested them. Over here, this is the kind of the lettuce and
Kale.
Kale over here, these big bushes. These are beets. That's lettuce on the far side. We planted too much lettuce this year. We got lettuce coming out of our ears. Hard to keep up with it. But it's pretty good. Over here are the beets. I'll pluck a beet out. There's a beet right there. These are considered a superfood. Really healthy for you. I like them. Come on over here. Now this row right here is the asparagus. So the first year with asparagus, you don't eat asparagus. It's like the second and third year it starts to come up like a bush. Right? You harvest them and they're really good. So this row right here, I don't know what that is exactly.
That is kale.
This is kale. This is rhubarb. So we'll have rhubarb with that. This is the strawberry patch in here. Right now they're not looking that healthy, but we have been harvesting strawberries. Right now I don't see any ripe ones. I think we're kind of past the prime time for that. A couple of tomato plants mixing over there. Right over here, we've got, this is the, it's kind of blocked by the sun, but these are blueberry plants. This is the first year we planted them. Oh, I see we're getting watered right now. This is the first year with the blueberry plants. They're like trees, so they'll grow and get bigger and better every year. We haven't seen any blueberries off them yet. And then back here, this is the tomato patch. I'm really excited about the tomatoes. They're coming on like crazy. Come on over here, check this one out. If I was in England, I would describe this plant as absolutely laden with fruit. But look at that thing. It's doing well. So we're excited about that. And this is the whole patch. Here's a ripe one right here. Not perfectly ripe, but good enough for the camera. There's a little ripe tomato. Nothing like fresh veggies. This is a jalapeno plant. We've got 2 raspberry bushes over here. You can't see them, but they are producing raspberries. Another row of lettuce, like I said. Just too much lettuce. It's hard to keep up with it. We've been giving it away and stuff, but we're learning. This is the first year with really good success. So this is the corn patch over here. And we just did a couple. I've heard corn has to be in a big field to really make it work right, but it is what it is. We're trying it out. And this is the squash plants over here. And these monsters, we planted 3 zucchini plants. So we have way too much zucchini coming out as well. Here's one right here. So we just got tons of zucchini. In my opinion, zucchini isn't that great. It's really plain. But I've heard you can pickle zucchini, so we'll try that. But I mean, it's good enough. It's just not that great. I prefer cucumbers to zucchinis. All right, come on over here, Bob. This row right through here is cantaloupe, and it's just kind of getting started, but it's rocking and rolling. Hopefully we'll see some cantaloupe. This is one watermelon plant. We'll see how that does. And then this patch over here is cucumber. There's one right here. And we got pickling cucumbers this year. So I like the pickles a lot better than the zucchini. They're just fresher and more flavor. And I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but if you eat within 10 minutes after picking a vegetable, after 10 minutes it loses 80% of its nutrients. I don't know if I believe it or not, but I've heard it from some people that seem like they know what they're talking about. So just kind of like the garden lifestyle. It's pretty fun. You're going to come out and like do a little work here and there, but the wood chips are really what have amazed me and impressed me the most. Because here, we'll just like zoom in right here, Ma. With the wood chips, when you peel back, the top's dry, and then you get down in there, and the soil down is really rich and moist. So the wood chips retain moisture. They encourage earthworms and microorganisms, which is like totally key. Like everybody knows earthworms are great for your garden, but there's tons of miniature stuff that you can only see with the microscope. That's really great for your soil. Like you need that stuff. And every time you till a garden, you just tear up their whole environment. They got to start from scratch. So the wood chip method, I'll never till this garden again. I'll add more wood chips, but these wood chips will decompose slowly and just turn into like a big, great, rich soil base. And no tilling is the way of the future. Even like big farms, like across their whole farmland, they're going to no-till because it's so much. You save so much soil nutrients and all that jazz. So we're excited about the garden, and these, all the wood chips we got for free. Most towns, like you have a place where you take your tree limbs and throw them there, and then after that pile is huge, the city will pay for a tree limb grinder upper that turns it into wood chips, and they'll give them to you for free. So I'd encourage anybody that wants to have a good garden, cover it with wood chips and watch the big stuff happen. Thanks for watching.